Welcome back to the Mississippi Wrestling Map Minute. This is Brian Fox, your host, and this is brought to you by the Mississippi Wrestling Foundation. So tonight we're going to do something special. We're going to do this every week, hopefully. And this is our very first Technique Tuesday. We're going to release it every Tuesday, and don't know what time yet, but we're going to be watching videos. I'll try to break down what I'm seeing, and hopefully you'll take something from that, so that when you're watching your local schools events and tournaments, you have a little bit of an idea of what's going on. So let me switch what I'm doing here. We're going to be watching a video of some of the top high school wrestlers in the country. This was last year, 2021. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm still recording. All right, good. All right, so I'm gonna wind it back. All right, so as you'll see on the mat there, it says Super 32. There are probably 5 tournaments in the country that are like the big tournaments, and Super 32 is one of them. If you win the Super 32 tournament, man, you're the best. It's the highest caliber of tournament. So this is the finals match, the 106-pound weight class of 2021, I believe. So we've got in the red, we've got a Bassett, and in the white, Knox. So that's how we'll refer to them in the video here. All right, Knox went for that sweep single up to the outside. He missed it. Bassett with a big snap down. You see he's heavy on the head, but Knox almost comes around the back. He's trying to push him out. They're about to go out of bounds. You see the ref's hands right there. Oh. Let's see if I can get this right. Out of bounds. That signal right there. The ref's doing that. That means out of bounds. No points can be scored. No pins can be. No falls or pins can be earned. They are out. They're going to reset in the middle. And then when the ref put his hands straight up in the air, that means neutral position. Nobody has control. So they're hand fighting. It's a lot of aggression right off the bat. If we see, I'd be happily surprised, if we saw this level of aggression come from. Man, hold on, there's so much happening here. Come from any of our wrestlers these first couple years. That's high level high school wrestling, but there's just a lot happening here. I want to slow it down. So they're just kind of trying to grab each other. Knox goes for like a little half shot thing that basically he just lowers his level here. Knox is the white, right? He tried to throw Bassett by and get to the sweep single over here again. So we call it a sweep single because you sweep your legs around the outside and you kind of try to snatch this leg up. He missed it, and Bassett followed him down, and now he's heavy on the head. And they come right back up. Now Bassett goes for that sweep single. You saw him come out to the outside. Wow. All right, all the way back on their feet. Bassett with a shot. That right there is 2 points for Knox. Let me rewind that. That was... We're not going to go through this entire video. We're just going to take about 2 minutes, and then next week we might continue this because there's a lot of action in this match. Let's see. I want to break down how does he earn that. So, right here. Knox shoots, misses. Bassett steps back or sprawls, you could say. He follows him down to the mat. They're both back up. Now Bassett shoots. Whoa, excuse me. All right, what you saw right there from Knox. So Bassett shoots. He goes for that sweep single to the outside. You can see he gets his hand behind the knee, but doesn't have enough power to pull it in. Knox squares up or circles away from it, that's just the way to defend when someone shoots to one of your sides, either a single leg or a high crotch. You just circle away from it. That's your first defense. So Bassett doesn't quite make that. But so he resets. He gets out of there. His head was down here before. He resets. They're back on their feet. They're hand fighting. Knox here. He felt Bassett come up. Let's rewind it again. He felt Bassett come up here. Bassett shoots. He's down low. He's resetting. He's coming up. He goes straight to the head, which, if you notice, it leaves his lower body exposed. His elbows are wide, so there's space here. Knox is going to try to do what's called a duck under, where he comes through this space. But he's going to try to do it on the other side. So watch Knox's right arm. This right here, his right arm. He's pulling. He's going to be pulling Bassett's elbow and arm up, trying to pull it over his head so he can duck under it and take Bassett's back. It doesn't work out right now. Bassett didn't go for it, but it was some good action. That Bassett with a high crotch across the body that didn't work out for him. He got stuck. This is what I wanted to go over. He got stuck. The reason he lost these points right here, he shoots across the body, which is one of the most difficult shots to actually accomplish and succeed in. He shoots right there. He was standing he shot across the body, which gave actually one of the reasons why the high crotch is not one of my favorite shots, is because it gives the defender, in this case Knox, it gives him all the time in the world to simply circle away. Let me show you. I wish I could do slow-mo. I'll figure it out. I'm learning how to do all this stuff. So Bassett, this is called a 2-on-1. He's got two hands on one, and he's going to try to steer that hand out of the way so there's nothing in front of him so that he can shoot in on this leg. And he does. He shoots. He reaches all the way across the body. Knox circles away from it, though. So Bassett doesn't have much of a leg to grab onto when he gets there. Knox circles all the way up and squares with him. Bassett stays low, though, and Knox just pulled him in like a sucker, if you saw that. Bassett shoots. His head in right there. Oh, man, he's like, you're mine right here. It looks like the top guy, Knox, felt that Bassett's weight was loaded on his hands. And when his weight was loaded on his hands, if he removes those hands and pulls that head, he's gonna break him down. And that's exactly what he does. Boom. He breaks him down enough where he can get behind. He got behind that shoulder over there, or that behind that elbow, or behind the armpit over there, where he could circle around and block that arm so that Bassett couldn't reach his hand up and grab a leg as Knox circled around. Now remember, Knox is looking for it in order to score 2 points takedown. You have to have you have to be covering the hips, or you have to control the hips and have restraining power. Right now, Knox is not covering the hips. He's close. Or he might be covering the hips, but he does not have restraining power. Bassett can still squirm around out here. And Bassett's on his feet, so it's no takedown yet. But let's see, at what point does it become a takedown? You see the ref going, he's going like, nothing, no points yet. But we're about to see points here. 2 points. 2, raises a big 2, green on the wristband, because Knox is now covering the hips. He's behind the hips, and clearly he has restraining power. So that's 2 points takedown. Knox scores 2-0. Bassett's down there just trying to get out of the pressure. Oh, and he comes back with, he could end up getting a reversal here. Not yet. They're letting them wrestle it out. We call it scrambling. They're scrambling. They're in between positions. Nothing yet. And when he covers those hips, so the ref gives him 2 there. I think different refs might have called that different things, but this ref gives him 2. So he's right. It's his mat. He gets to decide. Now Bassett's on the top position. Going to be trying to look to turn Knox to his back. I'm going to pause it here. And I'm back. Sorry about that. And that's what happens when you record at night when your baby's sleeping. Sometimes you got to do things. All right, so we got 17 seconds left in this first period. And let's see where we're at. So they're grinding it out. Bassett's got a lot of pressure on top, but you can tell that. Right now he's on his knees, but watch his toes. His toes here will dig into that mat almost like he's doing like little mini calf raises. That's how he keeps pressure. Even when he's on his knees, if he digs those toes in, it runs up all his pressure. It allows him to push his weight into the bottom man more so than if he was just laying on him. And that's a huge skill that you learn that you develop as you get more familiar with wrestling and pressuring into people. But that's a way that you can constantly be heavy on someone, and that's something that the best wrestlers know how to do. So just watch his feet as he's on top of there. There's a lot of movement, but he's never releasing pressure down. He's always pressing, and he uses those toes there to do it. So and that's the first period. Well, there you have it. One full period of some of the best high school wrestling that you'll watch. And hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions. We want to get better. We want to bring you more value so you understand wrestling better and fall in love with it like we do. So right now there aren't videos of this season, but we would love to comment and break down videos of you wrestling or your wrestlers. So send them to us as they happen. And we'd love to focus on Mississippi wrestling. So we'll see you next time. Our next video is going to be a Ref Talk Wednesday, where we break down the rules. We'll read it straight from the rule book. And we'll all learn how this sport is really supposed to be played or fought. So I'm Brian Fox with Mississippi Wrestling Mat Minute. And we will see you next time.